Wife came home without saying a word. My silent reaction. The next day. I never thought silence could be so loud. Not the quiet of the night, not the gentle hum of daily life, but the heavy, suffocating silence that fills a house when trust is broken. Her name is Claire. We had been married for 7 years. On paper, our life seemed ordinary, maybe even happy. Shared responsibilities, mutual friends, and a home we built together. I thought we were partners. I thought we were a team. It started subtly. Late nights at work, excuses I wanted to believe, and occasional messages I caught glimpses of but chose to dismiss. At first, I brushed it off. I wanted to trust her. I needed to trust her. Then came the night she came home without saying a word. Not a greeting, not a smile, not even a casual "I'm back." Just the sound of the front door closing behind her, footsteps up the stairs, and a faint click of her bedroom door locking. I waited. I thought maybe she was tired, maybe she had a bad day, but the silence persisted. Hours passed, dinner was untouched, the TV remained off. She didn't emerge, she didn't respond to my messages, she didn't acknowledge my presence. I could feel the tension building in the room. Anger, confusion, and suspicion collided inside me. I wanted to ask questions, confront her, demand explanations, but something in me stayed quiet. Something told me that the real confrontation wasn't happening that night, and that any reaction born of impulse would only feed chaos. The next day, I acted. Not with yelling, not with accusations, not with pleading. I simply went about my routine with careful deliberation. I packed her lunch, left a note at the kitchen table. "Claire, I noticed last night. I don't know what happened, but I want us to talk when you're ready. Until then, I'll respect your space." I didn't text her repeatedly, I didn't call, I didn't stalk her online. I simply respected the silence while quietly observing, waiting, letting the weight of her actions settle. When she eventually emerged, I stayed composed. Not cold, not distant, just calm. She was shocked at my composure. She had expected panic, anger, or desperation. Instead, she found a quiet, deliberate awareness, a refusal to let her silence dictate my emotional state. Eventually, the truth came out. Claire had been seeing someone else. The silent night was not just a bad day, it was a deliberate attempt to hide her betrayal while she engaged with someone new. The realization hit hard. I had been living under the illusion of trust while deception quietly took root in our home. I confronted her, not with rage, but with clarity. The betrayal wasn't just the affair. It was the emotional manipulation, the deliberate silence, the dismissal of my presence, and the disregard for the life we had built together. I took control of the situation. I consulted a lawyer, began separating finances, and considered living arrangements. My focus was not revenge. My focus was dignity, self-respect, and ensuring that the betrayal did not define my life. Over the following weeks, I reflected on that silent night and my reaction the next day. I realized something vital. Sometimes, the loudest response to betrayal isn't confrontation or dramatics. Sometimes, it's calm observation, strategic action, and unwavering self-respect. Silence, when paired with clarity and decisive steps, can be more powerful than any argument. Claire's actions exposed her character. My response defined mine. By remaining composed, by quietly reclaiming control over my life, I showed that betrayal doesn't get to dictate your worth. It doesn't get to define your choices. It doesn't get to control your future. In the end, the silent night became a turning point. It forced me to confront uncomfortable truths, take deliberate action, and reclaim my life from the grip of deception. Betrayal hurts. It stings. But how you respond, calmly, decisively, and with dignity, determines whether it breaks you or strengthens you. My silent reaction the next day wasn't weakness. It wasn't avoidance. It was the first step toward freedom, clarity, and rebuilding a life where betrayal no longer holds power over me.